What happens when you combine all the best Zoroarks into one deck? Well, you get the ultimate Zoroark deck. Not only do you have Zoroark EX, of course, which, as you know, has the tradability and the like, but you also have the other baby Zoroarks in here too. So as a quick reminder, the Zoroark EX, of course, has the tradability, being able to discard 1 and draw 2, as well as the Night Joker copying any of your end Pokemon in play, in this case, of course, the Reshiram. But of course, you do have the other Zoroarks in here. The first one having the illusory hijacking attack, which does 60 damage to each of your opponent's EX and V in play. Obviously, Vs aren't around anymore. Thank good riddance. And you also have the foul play Zoroark, which can just directly copy your opponent's attack. This is definitely the better one, considering when you're playing against something like, I don't know, Dragapult, you can copy Dragapult's attack. You can copy any attack you see, Mega Kangaskhan, Absol's Claw of Darkness. These are attacks you can now use in this deck. Obviously, you have to be facing that opponent. You're effectively forcing your opponent into some sort of pseudo mirror, which is so Zoroark. You know what I mean? Given it transforms into, yeah, you know the jigger. Nonetheless, we have a Kangaskhan in the active, so this is probably Dusk Bunnies, if I'm gonna take a guess. The old low punny Duskbot, yeah, enriching energy, all that. So we can copy low punny's attack, but if we do some switching shenanigans, we can get some good stuff. But that said, the opening hand isn't actually that strong, so we need to build up a little bit if we can here. In the meantime, since our opponent hasn't got any sort of bunnies down, so that's good for us, and they didn't attach the enriching as well. It gives us a little bit extra. All right, let's go for an Arven. I think we're not going to be doing anything this turn either, but that's fine with me. We have Cyrano for next turn. That's okay. We'll just do this. And do I want to be getting rid of Ignitions? Not really. So maybe I just hold here, Cyrano next turn. But I'm sure I could lose one. Do you know what? Yeah, that's fine. We got 2 reversals and I think 4 ignitions, so we should be okay. Oh, well, it's great to see all of my energies that I need for that foul play and the other Zoroarks come up turn 1 when I don't need them. Oh, it's so typical, isn't it? Not even a darkness energy. You must be joking. There's our run errand coming in, and I tell you what, I'd be super excited to copy it. Imagine we copy rapid fire combo and get 2 heads. Oh, that would be something. I mean, the odds are low. I think the odds is like 25% or something down that line, or is that not how coin flip maths works? I never understand it. Either way, there is a Baneri coming down finally. I gotta be wary of these Duskos. I don't play, if I remember, I don't play any Psyduck or Golducks or anything down that line, so Duskar is something we have to be wary of. They could also get greedy and just KO the Zorua, but I think they're going to be using their Duskos to knock out my Zoroarks and stuff, because, you know, you hit into that, you do have Reshiram to answer to as long as I get some energy going, which, you know, you can attack with the Night Joker Zoroark as well. Either way, they're going to puff in for a Duskull and a Tatsugiri. No retreat, though, so unless they have the jet to Badoo, but I think they attach the enriching to Bunnery, so they can't jet. They might have a switch card or something like that. I mean, this deck has a lot of like switching going on, so they could switch into Badoo from the Mega Kangaskhan. You don't want to have that. That said, I could Badoo them. That's crazy. I could item lock them. Wait, imagine foul playing to copy item lock. That's crazy. I mean, it's not ideal, right? You want to be taking knockouts and stuff, but if I'm, you know, behind on prizes or, sorry, behind in the game, I mean, why not, right? Either way, that is looking good. Let's just go for Cyrano here. We're going to get 2 Zoroarks and a Pheasant Skibidi, and I need to start drawing here. So, in terms of discard, I think probably Nest Ball. If I get 2 good cards here, Reshiram maybe. Okay, no, I'll get rid of Arven in this case. Feels weird, but there is the foul play. That's nice. And do you know what? I actually am going to get rid of the Fez. I think I can recover that. That's okay. Not the end of the world. I want to get another Zorua down. Nope, that's the wrong one, but sure thing. Seems I've prized 2 of the original Zoruas, not the end Zorua, which sucks. So I guess I'm just going to fail that then. No point doing anything else. I think that I just go for a foul play. And let's see if we get double heads. That would be kind of fun. Come on, you know you want to get double heads, bro. Let's see if we can get it, please. Come on. Oh, I was hoping too much. We had a little bit of copium on that bad boy. Now, look, they can, of course, like Gus Zoroark and Duskull KO and stuff, but you've got to respect the foul play. That is something that you have to consider when playing against this, so especially if, like, they do go for that. I have Counter Catcher. I can Counter Catcher this, take free prizes through that. With a single prizer, that's kind of a big deal. But we have to just wait and see how things turn out. Now, after using Run Errands, they do go into Low Punny. They've got a lot of shenanigans they can pull off here. In fact, I think they could take a free prize turn here, guaranteed, right? Because you can Duskull the active, force a Zoroark, Duskull KO, no? If you get the Jets, they do still need a way to retreat this out of the active, bear in mind. And they have already gone for the Run Errand. Yeah, there we go. That's the Jet. And I wonder if they are going to go for that free prize turn or not. I'm curious. Bear in mind, they have to give up 2 prizes to do it. So maybe it's better just taking out Zoroark and then building up Duskwars to then take out the Zoroarks that come up afterwards. Who knows? I do need to get N's PP up and an energy attachment on in order to attack next turn. That's not going to be too easy. But with some prize cards, it might be. They are going to do what I thought. Okay, which means I should promote this Zoroark, not the one with the air balloon, because I need a pivot for the PP up. All right, that's fine. Ultra Ball. God, I've seen a lot of them. Now I low-key wish I didn't discard Fez. Maybe should have got... No, I think Reshiram's more important, isn't it? Maybe should have got rid of Ignition. Maybe I overvalued that. But I already discarded one before. There was a reversal gone. It didn't feel good. Either way, in comes that Cursed Blast. So they're effectively just taking 1 extra prize here because they're giving me 2 for free. 5, 6, 7. You know what it is? There's Zorua. Hello. But nonetheless, that is kind of devastating to the board. But we do have Counter Catcher. If I can just get an... Okay, that's exactly what I wanted. Let's bench a baby Zorua. Might regret that. Definitely benching Reshiram, we know that. I do still need another energy, though, so I can't get carried away here. Let's trade. I have to have a Dark in a discard pile. That has to happen, so we can guarantee that they're Vessel. Oh, yes, baby. Now you're speaking my kind of language. Let's get baby Zorua down. We're going to get this. Get 2 energy here. Go for that. I could trade one more time, and I think I'm going to. In this case, I will trade... Do I trade another energy away? Probably not, right? Because I'm expecting them to just KO my Zoroark next turn. I'm just expecting that situation to occur. We can then Arven, get PP up. That's fine. Play said PP up into this, retreat, go for Counter Catcher, and just take out Kangaskhan. And then if I could just get boss for game next turn on something, that would be really nice. But it's a lot to ask for. It is a lot to ask for. And also, extra, most importantly, they cannot Dusk Noir. So that is going to be very nice for us. And I think they're being punished for their greed. That's what's going on there. Also, bear in mind, they can't hit this Zoroark. Otherwise, they just get insta-KO'd back. I think we might have this in the bag, you know. I think this is looking good. As they go for a rare candy. Remember, you can't do it. Okay, don't get carried away. Your best bet is probably to just straight up get rid of Reshiram. But what I can do is Hilda into Foul Play Zoroark, retreat, and then just copy Gale Thrust for like some big damage, which would be quite good. Which means I think their goal is what, to KO this Zorua? But then I can just go for a Night Joker then and 2-hit KO this eventually. Unless they get another bunny down and have a Turo play, maybe that's what they're going to do. But at that point, no, you have to like somewhat get this Zoroark out of the way because I am a boss away from winning with 1 prize card. So yeah, what do they do? I mean, I've just got to get a boss. That's all I need. And I haven't played a single one yet. I mean, I've played a counter, but no boss. I'm feeling pretty good. That's just me, bro. Even if they boss... Oh, no, yeah, Reshiram's definitely the play then, isn't it? It's got to be... Yeah, no, that makes sense now that I think about it. Here's a fun thing I could do. I could gust this up and hit this for 150. almost full damage. As they do bench a Klefki and a Badoo. As they do bench a Klefki here. No, I think... No, no, I think... Wait, why are you curse blasting? What are you doing? You just lost the game? What? Okay, they gave me a thumbs up emoji. I think they done that intentionally, but they still could have come back. I don't know, man. I think Blood quit way too soon, but I'm sure I could have got it. I could have got there. That's a GG for me, baby. Lovely start. Okay, I think that... So the way I felt this deck is it wants to go first. It wants to just get a bunch of things in play. You have like 3 Nest Balls, 4 Poffins, and on top of that, you have Sirena, right? Which you saw during the first game. So this list, I am being a bit risky and gambling on the opening hand. You can go for a different route of TM Evo and stuff like that for sure, but I want it to be a little bit different and try some extra stuff out. So that's just kind of where I'm going with this, except it's not looking too great at this opening hand, that's for sure. Okay, Frostlass. Now, if that's not a different thing, I don't know what to say. Right, let's get a Zorua down, and I'm going to discard some important resources, but I need to get playing, so let's just get a baby Zorua out now. So, what are we looking to be copying here? It could be just Badoo if we are copying. That said, it's going to be pretty hard if we just get item locked right off the bat here, considering we just have Arven and items in hand. This is a matchup now, and the more I think about it, one that you don't really want, because you're not copying anything. There's not really many EXs in play to use the other Zoroark. You're just kind of relying on Night Joker maybe a little bit too much. So the more that I think, the more this is not a good idea. I could Mind Bend, and that does get KOs because it's weak to dark. I also do... Wait, hold on. There is the Mind Jack attack. Is it Mind Jack? I think it's called the Mind Jack, which is the single dark energy attack on the Foul Play Zoroark, which does 30 plus 30 for each of your opponent's bench Pokemon. So maybe that's what we lean into here by just coming in and attacking. Look, I'm speaking way too soon. My opponent has set up so well, and that... Oh my... What... So I knew that item lock had an effect that made all the cards fart. As you can see down here, item lock has that effect now. But it also had a sound effect. That's kind of interesting. It was like whimsical. I thought the Tooth Fairy came to say hello to me after having some of my teeth taken out. All right, well, given that we want to go for the Mind Jack attack, we need to get another Zorua down. I can scratch. I mean, that's something. Or I could air balloon and then try and pull off. Oh no, I could just take down, right? It does 10 damage. Yeah, I'll take down. I'll do that. You're forcing my hand here. I will oblige. Oh, but the thing is, that sound effect is happening every time an item card goes into my hand. So as soon as that puffin hit my hand, it played the sound effect. That's not going to get annoying anytime soon, I'm sure. But you know what? It is cool. I like that they've added a feature that like reminds you that you're under item lock. Because I'm sure there's a lot of people that play ptcgl and, you know, don't really think about the effects in play here and there because you're just like casually playing. You're not playing in a tournament or anything like that. And you just like whiff. You think, oh my God, I'm item locked. I can't play. I've done it many times, bro. So to have like a visual and an audio reminder, that is okay. Although I think just keeping it as visual makes more sense to me. There is an Iono coming in though, as we do get that foul play. That's nice. Although takedown seems to be doing a lot of job work for us as well, so I'm happy with that. I think we are an air balloon down as well, so it's going to be harder to retreat this. That said, I can still just keep scratching. If push comes to shove, Cyrano feels good-ish. It feels good-ish. You know, I do want to scratch, which means maybe I shouldn't evolve into another Zoroark. It's hard to say, but with the Frostlass down, I might be under a lot of pressure here. Oh, wait, no, I can just also manually retreat. Like, it's not the end of the world, is it? I can just manually retreat. Yeah, just take out Badu again. Let's Cyrano then. And obviously, I'm not going to evolve, but before retreating, should I be saying, I'm just going to retreat now and then start trading. It's dangerous getting these bad boys up, especially with TM Evo, but hey-ho. I've got to play. You know, I can't not play Pokemon. Oh my God, I'm about to hear about 20 different sound effects now about item things coming into my hand. Yeah, there's the cue. It's probably going to be too quiet for you to hear, which is just, that's fine. That works out for me. But yeah, it's going to get frustrating. Either way, we are adapting pretty well. All things considered, we are just like super vulnerable to a TM Devo though. That's the only thing I'm worried about. I think I just have to take out Frostlass when I can, but you know, isn't that kind of the whole point? Hey, nonetheless, they have a second Frostlass out. Great to know. They do go for a Lily's Determination here. And man, I wish I just had healing. That would be it'd be so nice to have a couple picnic baskets in the deck, but you can't account for every deck, can you? I wonder though, do they have another energy too? I know they've had Luminous in here, so they might be able to pull off a Mind Bend, which would be a bit frustrating, albeit not the end of the world. Actually, no, that said, they should be able to... Oh, no, they've used both of their abilities, haven't they already? Yeah, okay, that's the thing. Maractus. That, I think, might be the most powerful card my opponent can bring out right now, because I don't play a card I probably should be playing in this deck and might bring back Petron EX. Yeah, I didn't put it in the deck. I know, it's blasphemy. I really think I shouldn't I? Yeah, okay, I think I'm going to get punished pretty hard here now because of my poor deck building. Oh, but wait, they passed, right? They didn't have the energy? That doesn't change anything though, does it? It doesn't really. All right, maybe in the meantime then, because everything in play apart from this Reshiram would be an attacker. So I guess I just build up the Zoroark, I think. I mean, we've got Prime. I've got like manual retreats with Ignition and stuff. I guess that's something to do. But I've got to make sure I use that Prime very, very well because I have used all my retreating resources pretty quickly. So let's go for a trade then. Get rid of Cyrano here. Okay, I like this. That's good. Gives us the retreat we need. We'll trade again and do so one more time. I think I need to keep the Night Stretcher, so I am going to do that. Let's just attach this and manually retreat. That's good. That's fine. I'm not going to boss. I could boss up a Frostlass, but I need to KO this Maractus. It needs to go. Like, that is actually going to be the one card that makes me lose this whole game. I can't do that. Even if the Exploding Needles comes in and they get like a multi-prize turn. I'm trying. I think if I just had Petrant, this game would be infinitely more winnable, but we don't have it, so I am a little bit scared here, especially with double Frostlass. Oh, it just pings damage so much. And they got the energy on the monkey, which means they're not going for Maractus. That's the good news. So right now, I need to probably get another Zorua benched. I mean, like, I don't want to overbench and not bench this Reshiram, but if TM Devo comes in, I need to be ready for that, which means I need more Zorua down, which means I probably shouldn't have discarded this one. Okay. Well, no. I think having this Zorua down makes more sense, right? Because as long as I just keep Mind Jacking, I just win. I think that's the nature of it. I think that's where we're going. Yeah, especially considering that we just need to take 3 prizes now. My opponent could whiff and maybe get a self-KO on Monkey Dory if they don't get another Charm, I mean, we know that doesn't really happen, but never say never, right? But I am interested to see them committing so much to these three. I mean, it's my draw, isn't it? That's valid. Okay, so here's what I do. I promote this Zoroark, I bench this Zorua, and then I recover the other Zorua. So then I have draw the following turn. Yeah. I mean, I do need an energy, though. I've got to bear that in mind. And it has to be a dark energy as well. Lots to be thinking about. Hey, that's for sure. Also, Iono would be kind of nice. Let me have a little deck check. Hold on. I could also Monkey Dory back. Wait, does that give me a multi-prize? It almost does. That doesn't give me a multi-prize. What am I talking about? Just lets me KO Badoo. I can't do 2 energy attachments this turn. Let's look at the deck and have a little think about this. So, reversal's offline. I've only got 2 of these. I forgot I can't go for Night Stretcher because of item lock. Hilda will get me there, that's for sure. So, I guess I just need to start trading. I think that's what I've got to do. I will hold... I'm going to get rid of... It's Monkey... Oh, this is actually quite a tough discard. I'm going to get rid of Puffin. I think I have more basic search if I need it. There's an energy. That's nice. Let's get rid of Ultra Ball then. Let's do that. PP up. Do I get rid of PP? Probably not. I think I get rid of Arthur here. At least that's my guess. Attached to this Zoroark. I mean, I can't just Hilda now. I think it's actually probably better for me to just KO Frostlass, no? Or just KO a Monkey Dory while I can. Is that better? A Monkey Dory of energy is probably smarter, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, we'll try that out. Let's see. We'll gust up this bad boy. Hit it with Mind Jack. Obviously, item lock doesn't bother me. We're not going to be bothered by Devo as much. They're taking, obviously, if they Devo, they're taking 3 prize cards, but that still won't win them the game in time. They need to be chipping away at these Zoroarks to be able to do that, and KOing the monkey just prevents that, you know? Now, look, I may be leaning too heavily into the Devo play. They could get to a point where they just, like, chip away at these 3 and take 6 prizes in a turn, but at that point, I mean, that's just a great watch, so I wouldn't even be against that, you know? Especially with the triple monkey. Jesus. That is 90 damage. They could just move every turn. It's nuts. Okay, they are starting to work on the other Zorua. Yeah, that's fair. So they could take 4 prizes a turn if they Devo now, because they could often hear Vessel attached to the other Monkey Dory and then Devo, leaving me with just this measly Zorua. But if they don't hand disrupt me, we're actually okay. Weirdly enough, we're okay. For now. Okay, I don't think they're doing it yet. I honestly don't think that's what they're going for. I think they're going to Itchy Pollen here, and they're going to Devo next turn, meaning I need to be ready for that by getting another Zoroark, but I can't because my items are down, and this Zoroark's gone. Oh, this is getting very interesting. In any case, what if I item lock them? What if I Badoo them now instead of going for Mind Jack? Is that just a bad idea? I honestly don't know. Wait, if I can get an energy, don't I just win? Oh, yeah, no, what am I talking about? Wait, does Hilda... Wait, have I just won the game? Wait, have I just won? No. Wait, do I have the energy in deck? I think I may have just won the game. Please, come on! I think I just won. I've got Monkey Dory. I can just make... Oh, bro. What a beautiful deck. It's just winning games. It's dealing with the meta for some reason. It's crazy, bro. Let's attach to this. And Jesus, I was like, that was intense, man. Let's move 30 to the active Badoo, KOing it. And no matter what they promote, we are 100% knocking it out. Thanks to the best attack in this game so far, Mind Jack. Oh, this deck just has it all. Well, you've seen the deck in 2 very, very good games where we was able to copy attacks, use Mind Jack. We really got to see the whole shebang. I'm really liking that. So there is no purpose for me to continue playing games. I'm just going to leave it there. Of course, leave a like and subscribe if you did enjoy it, and enjoy the ultimate Zoroark deck on the ladder.